This is a reading for you. It is not attached to a specific zodiac sign. The intention is if you come across it, it should benefit you. Anytime you find it, no timeline, no zodiac. This reading to me suggests that you are very determined to succeed. Even though there is sort of a slow movement, you're crossed with small wins here and there. Now, what I'll say is to be careful and continue to push forward, because it seems that a lot of your decline comes from when you become comfortable. Things start going right, you start becoming comfortable, and then you find yourself back on a decline, and then you push yourself back up, and so on and so forth. And you're really determined to break this pattern. It's probably causing you some pain, and it's also sort of suggesting to me that if this is not like heeded, or you don't listen to your sort of intuitive notion to make sure you keep up the pace, don't reward yourself too soon, don't just go patting yourself on the back, that you will indeed fall back into regression. So that's the point. It's like to take this message if it fits for you and make sure you keep feeding that fire. Don't let the momentum slow just because things start to look up. It doesn't get easier from there. That's when you want to push harder, because that means you're making progress. But the progress came from what you initially did. So you have to continue what you initially did. You know, the decision is made, so why, hang on to a lack of clarity? Just push and make the best of your situation. Run with it, make it work. And if something isn't giving you what you're seeking, or just isn't working, also this could be in a whole different area though, okay? Yeah, this I feel like is in a whole different area. If something isn't working for you, then there's no need to really like resist that, sort of accept that as a truth, but at that same time, I do kind of get the impression that if there's like a glimmer of hope, or if it's, it kind of depends on if it's worth it to you. What is worth it to you? And is it truly in your best interest, or is it not, right? We have to choose very wisely what we give our time and energy to, because these little moments that we tend to not really think about, those add up to our entire life. So utilize every single one of them wisely, and manage the relationships that mean to you something to you wisely. And for something that isn't benefiting or good for you, just cut it. But there is a whole process that usually has to take place to even come to a proper understanding of how you feel about a situation. So, carry on, you'll get there. This is really nice. I mean, your advice is to basically step out of a place of feeling pain, right? Which I think you're already on your way towards doing. Don't cling to your insecurities or fear. Don't pay attention to the doubts. Don't pay attention to any of that. And that's exactly what you've begun to embody, right? And so through doing that, you're no longer hindering yourself, because I get the impression that it's sort of you who hinders you in a lot of ways. And now it's all about, it's sort of this very clear answer of, okay, just do it. No more like sidestepping, or no more sitting on the fence. It's all sort of launched forward into creation now. There's all kinds of fire all over this, and it's sort of like finding a level of peace within, finding a level of peace of mind, because you're sort of charged up to, basically forcefully expand. This suggests like a collective consciousness. This would suggest sort of wildness or sudden changes, power, strength, force, expansion, collective power, supreme prayer, Three of Cups, celebration, wildness, enigma, service, choices. There's a lot happening, but it's all born through peace within. So it's absolutely essential that you maintain a level of peace within and stay just very consistent with your actions, and you will inevitably see positive results from this, right? Simply just on a cause and reaction level even. And it's important that when you do start to see those positive results, you don't yield, because that therein lies your folly again, is you get too comfortable in what you've done, or you rest on your laurels. No more of that. Keep going. See how far you can go for yourself, for whatever it is that you're working for. It'll mean different things to all of you, but whatever it is, see how far you can go. I'm going to take this over to my Patreon. So if you want to further support the channel and see the rest of this reading, please do join me there. It's the first link below. Thank you again so much for liking and subscribing and taking time to watch the video, and have a great day. Patreon.